What up, everyone? Welcome back to my goofy little channel where I say my goofy little opinions. Are you guys sick of Machine Wise yet? I'm not sick of Machine Wise yet. If you are sick of Machine Wise, too bad. Here we go. Um, I don't know, impromptu video. I bought a Prysma Pro. My stream peer pressured me into buying a Prysma Pro. I'm just kidding. I bought a Prysma Pro because I was always going to buy a Prysma Pro. I just was going to wait a little bit, but hopefully this will allow me to work on something that's pretty cool before I go back off to school, considering the rest of my summer I haven't released a single video on my main channel. On the Blade Bias channel, it's been great, but so I got a Prysma Pro. It was the last blue one in stock, so I figured why not just do a little live Ethan reaction, live Blade Bias reaction, to seeing the color in person and, figuring out, because I've been very, very interested in the overall weight reduction, or sorry, weight increase in the handles, which, if you will allow me to stall just a little bit, I'm gonna look up the exact number if I can spell machine wise um yeah, which, because the Pro with the V2, because the 6061 is less dense than 7075. The V2 without the weights was 1.18 ounces per handle. The Pro without weights is 1.125 ounces per handle. So theoretically, you get a little bit more of a blade bias because 1.18 is zero point 0.7. It's like 0.14 ounces more overall. I don't know. So let's see if I can even tell a difference. It's been so long since I've even tried the Prysma Pro. It hasn't been so long. It's been like 2 weeks, but let's see if I can even like blind. This is the most unscientific test ever, but ooh, the blue is so cool though. Ooh, it's way deeper than I was expecting. That's the other thing I wanted to do was live react to the blue because I haven't seen the blue. This was the last one in stock, so I just figured, hey, why not just go for it? It's very deep and it's very nice. I like it. It's fit perfectly in my case that doesn't have enough space in it anymore. And it also seems like he doesn't, this feels exactly the same. It doesn't seem like he pre-installs the weights anymore, or they, I guess. Which is probably because I've heard a lot of tales of people not being able to get them out. So, I mean, let's just try it without the weights, I guess. This is the Prysma Pro, and while we flip this and I get my thoughts, my initial thoughts on it, we can talk about the fact that the Prysma Pro is not the Prysma V2. So initially, at Blade Show, Dalen said like, "Oh yeah, the Prysma Pro is like the name," but like eventually it's not gonna be. It's gonna be like the name of like a new product because I want to do 7075 aluminum. But like I always thought Prysma Pro was a better name, and it always kind of seemed like that's what they were. Bruh, bruh. It always seemed like it always seemed like that's what they were trying to go for with it. Was Prysma Pro? Oh my gosh. So I just kind of called it the Prysma Pro. It was like whatever. I think Prysma V2 is kind of a weird name, especially because like they were still available next to the Prysma. So Prysma Pro just made more sense to me because you have the design that's more for flipping. It's a pretty cool design. But now it's like, yeah, so the 6061 version that they sold for like 2 months, that was the V2. So all the old videos I made with the silver one is technically the V2, even though I was calling it the Prysma Pro. This is 7075, isn't going to change much, make it a little tiny bit more handle biased, I guess. I can kind of feel it. I think this without the weights maybe feels like the Prysma V2 did with the weights. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to put the weights in and see what I think. But now this extra durability that you get is the... Why is that screw shorter than the other one? What the frick? Dylan. Dylan, what the hell, man? Dylan, what happened to the rest of my screw, man? How does that even happen? I don't... Is one of these pivot and did it get cut short? This isn't their new custom hardware. Oh no, is this a T15? No, I don't think it is. Oh my gosh, what a weird video this is so far. So yeah, the Prysma V2 is just 6061 aluminum. The Prysma Pro is this 7075 version, which just gets you more durability and I guess a deeper ano. 6061 doesn't really feel any different. I mean, maybe this feels like a little bit more grippy, but that also just could be because it's new and not worn in. And the one that I tried from Ted was worn in. So this is technically the first time I'm trying a new Machine-Wise product that's made out of aluminum, like straight out of the box, in over a year since I got my original Prysma. But I like the naming convention. I do. The Prysma V2 is no longer available. I've seen a lot of people being like, oh, should I be like upset that I got a V2? No, there's like basically no change to it. It's just slightly more durable aluminum. So the 7075 version is going to beat a little bit better, which some people are going to want, but I definitely wouldn't feel scammed if you got the V2 because, you know, you also paid $10 less than the people who bought these. So I don't think it's a bad thing whatsoever. I do actually notice the tiny bit more handle bias. It carries a little bit more momentum than the V2 did. Oh, interesting. Now, my opinions could have changed since I got the Orion. Where is the Orion, actually? Oh, it's over on my desk. My opinions could have changed because of that. I think it feels like almost basically the same as the V2. I'm just getting a tiny bit more handle bias here. So it doesn't feel like as neutral, but again, we're talking a 1% difference, which makes sense because it's a 0.07 ounce difference. But anyway, back to the naming convention. I think Prysma Pro makes sense. You know, you get the, like, Prysma Pro, I think is such a good name because not only do you get the upgrade in the design that I think goes a long way to making it a more professional flipper, but you also get the increase in the materials, and it's great. The V1 still exists, so you can still buy the Prysma, but this is just like that slight upgrade that some people are going to want. It's like the iPhone, really. The normal iPhone is great. You can still buy the normal iPhone, or if you really need the extra power, you get the Pro, and it's like you get the extra camera and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's really too much to say here. I've already gushed all about the Prysma Pro. This is just as good as the Prysma V2 was. Well, no, I guess I've gushed about the Prysma V2. This is just as good as the Prysma V2 was. Tiny bit more handle bias, but I think it would be imperceptible to most newer flippers. I think it does Chaplin a little bit better, though, so that's nice. But yeah, honestly, like, I think if you're looking for the experience of what the V2 offered, you might take the weights out. You lose that momentum, so it's not an exact 1-to-1. But otherwise, I mean, yeah, this is the Prysma Pro. It's $185 now. I still think it's the best sub $200 trainer. It's still well, maybe not the best, but it is my favorite sub $200 trainer. It's just really good. And the blue's nice too. I don't know, I'm not usually a blue guy, but the blue is kind of what I wanted for the Prysma since my collection, it has a lot of blue already, but also like green would have thrown everything out of balance. Purple, I already have a purple Prysma. The only color I was thinking about is silver, but I also have a lot of silver stuff, so like, I don't know, man. But yeah, Dalen, I think William is actually the one who did he did the QC check, so thanks guys, you guys are doing a great job over there. All the 5 people at Machine-Wise now? Jeez. But yeah, Prysma Pro. New ballad song day. Cool. Hopefully cool project coming soon. We'll see. Goodbye.